In this video, we're going to learn the addition rule. And the addition rule is for compound events where we see the keyword or. So if I want the probability that the result of an experiment is A or B, I'm going to add the probabilities of A and B separately. But there's a hitch. If A and B are not mutually exclusive, we'll go back to our deck of cards. If I am looking at heart and queen, I know that there is a card in the deck that is both a heart and a queen. That card got counted here with the hearts and then got double counted here with the queens. So I need to subtract off that double count by subtracting off the items that are both P, A, and B. So two things to notice. First, this is subtracting off the double count for not mutually exclusive events. And you'll notice that if two events, A and B, are mutually exclusive, we know probability of A and B is 0. So that last term is going to completely drop out. This term will be 0 if A and B are mutually exclusive. The other thing to notice is that the keyword or means add. If I am doing a single thing and I'm asking if it falls in category A or category B, that's addition rule. We're going to go ahead and do some examples for this addition rule so you can see what it looks like in practice. And we remember, or means add, subtract off the double count. So first, we want to draw a red card or a black card. So P, red, or black. And I'm going to use R and B for this to make things short. So this should be P red plus P black minus P red and black. So we're just going to come in underneath and write those fractions. So the probability that I draw a red card, that's half the deck, 26 out of 52, plus probability of drawing a black card, that's also half the deck, 26 out of 52, minus there are no cards in the deck that are both red and black. So this is 0 out of 52. And if I add those fractions, I get 52 out of 52, which is 1. Telling me that anytime I draw a card out of a standard deck of playing cards, that card is either going to be red or black. Try the next one. It says drawing a red card or a queen. So P, red, or queen. So same formula. We're going to grab our addition rule because we know or means add. So that's probability of drawing a red plus probability of drawing a queen minus the probability of drawing something that is both red and a queen. So using what we know about decks of cards, there's 26 red cards out of 52. There are 4 queens in a standard deck of cards. And there is 1 card, no, not 1 card, 2 cards that are red queens, the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds. So this is 26 plus 4, which is 30, minus 2 would be 28. So 28 out of 52. And we can grab our calculator and we should turn that into a decimal. So 28 divided by 52, and we get 0.5385. All right, next one. Drawing a heart, and that should say or. I don't know why there are ands here. That should say or a4. Or a4, because I can't write, that's why. So P heart or 4. And I'm going to skip the formula now because I know what this is. The probability of drawing a heart. There are 13 of each suit in the card deck, so that's 13 out of 52. Plus the probability of a 4. There should be 4 4s in that deck. And there should be 1 that is the 4 of hearts. So 13 plus 4 is 17, minus 1 is 16 out of 52. And again, we're going to grab our calculator. 16 divided by 52 is 0.3077. So about 30.8%. Last example, drawing a jack or a 4. So jack or 4. We remember from our last video that that event is mutually exclusive. There's no card in the deck that's jack and 4. So there are 4 jacks. There are 4 4s. There are no jacks and 4s. So this is 8 out of 52. And 8 divided by 52 is 0.1538. Reminders for your homework this week: if you're asked to calculate probability and it's a question like this where you can set up the fraction, you should. This is what counts as showing your work. Either of these is an acceptable answer. And don't forget, you need to use probability notation to label your answer. So I need to see the label, the work, and then the final answer in either form. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, I'll see you in our next video.